Okay, this is the electrolytic. I'm going to try and get the innards out of it. The last time I did one of these, it was much easier than I expected. There's a hard layer of wax on the top, and then it's pretty soft underneath. So last time I did this with the parting knife, I was able to just go down and remove it from the, or if you like, isolate it from the metal can, and then pull the wires and the whole thing came out. This one is in much better condition than the last one, so let's see. Okay, that's significantly more resistance than I got the last time. So, okay, this looks like a phenolic panel on the top here. And this one is black underneath, the previous one was brown. Okay, so this is way too hard. So I think I'm going to have to break this off with something a little bit more robust before we go playing with a parting knife. So a lot depends, I guess, on how far down this hard layer goes before we get to the... Okay, I can see the top of the electrolytic at this point a little bit. So again, the trick is going to be, can I do this without doing significant damage to the metalwork of the can? Okay, right. At this stage, most of the hard material is out. So let's see if I can get this to come apart, to separate it from the metal. See if I can get this stuff to penetrate down a little bit. Okay, that side's definitely nicely released. That looks pretty good too. Okay. It's not going to budge. Okay, so we'll have to get the heat gun out, I think, and see if that will help us. So I'll get rid of this junk here first. Ta-da! We have liftoff. Yuck. Actually, the top, if you can see down in there, maybe not. Let's see if I can get the light around. And the top is really clean. So there we have one old gunky multi-electrolytic, and okay, that's still hot. So I just got to clean all that up, and then I guess I can move on to cleaning up the tuning condenser. Okay, so there you go. For those curious as to how I got the last one out, that's how I did it. Here we go. So here's the Paxilin cap that was there. I thought I'd clean that up and keep that as well, just in case I want to fit it in there. Don't know if I will or not, but have the option. So I'm just using some acetane to get the worst of the gunk off, and then afterwards I can polish it once the worst of the dirt is gone. Okay, so here we go. Can is pretty much cleaned at this point, ready for polishing. So that's where the dropper will sit, in there. Okay, let's get on and have a look at the tuning condenser. Okay, so this is the ultrasonic cleaner. Clean water, dash of cleaning fluid. Pop the little baby in. Oh, it doesn't go all the way down. Let's see what I might need to do to make that happen. There we go. It's not fully open the way I'd like it, but at least it's all submerged now. So, I set the temperature here. The time here. So I'll give it 25 minutes. We'll sweep the frequencies. And we're off. And since the noise is particularly irritating, we'll come back in half an hour. Okay, switch everything off. Let's see what we got. It'll be hot, so actually it wasn't that dirty. There's lots of gunk in the water. Show you. So here we go. So I usually then go give this a good soak in just regular clean cold water, and then lube it up and do a little bit of manual polishing up and stuff, and we're good to go. The bearing here is obviously the critical place, as well as the earthing points. And for cleaning fluids in these ultrasonic cleaners, I guess it depends on where you live and what country. For instance, when I bought my actual cleaner itself, the company who sold me the cleaner said they couldn't sell me the fluid because they were only allowed to sell to commercial companies. However, I found another website just locally who stock all this stuff, and they sell it to me no problem. It comes by courier. They don't put it in the post because they're not that particularly toxic. And usually they'll tell you the different liquids, what their speciality is and what composition to use and so on. So you'll usually find one that says for cleaning aluminium, something like that. And that's just what I got. So that's what the cleaning fluids are. As you can see, this is the brand I'm using. Seems to work pretty well. So I've given it a good clean in cold water. And next, usually we give it a good blow. So the goal is obviously to get any dirt out from between the vanes, because what you sometimes find with these is if they corrode, then the corroded parts will touch and you get short circuits, and so you'll be able to tune stations up to a certain point and then suddenly you lose everything. It doesn't work anymore. They can often be quite tricky to find if you have a problem like that, because it can be just one tiny little spot of corrosion somewhere, which causes the problem. Okay, so next would be to just check that there's no shorts so that we don't have that problem, and then I'll probably leave it on a radiator to dry overnight fully, and then polish it up a bit and lube it, and then we're done.